Op 64.
So, hello again.
Afternoon hour left channel root.
Oh, hi, Wolfy.
What are you doing?
Here's Wolfy. He is in my video. And he was in
a video. Okay.
couple of my videos. So, what I'm basically doing today is playing random games that I find on my computer. Basically,
Start window.
this
On
is
window.
just
Top blank.
game simulation kind of
References sub.
arcade
Settings.
kind of video, which I basically brought together as a random idea. But basically, I haven't been making videos lately because I
settings.
I had problems with uploading it. It was
Keyboard property page.
barrier, but
Desktop.
I can now do videos because I just gone to the YouTube studio.
New notification window. New notification from.
Anyways,
Variant Voice American volume 90. Volume 40. Volume 32. Volume 27.
for your convenience, I'm gonna. Well, what do you want me to play first? Crazy Party or something else? Because I have Crazy Party open.
You should play Scarlet Shells.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I will play Scarlet Shells today. I'm not gonna play all of it. But I'm just gonna play like the game. Basically, you hear Scarlet Shells. Scarlet Shells is a game where you have to you're like a police officer or something, and you have to like destroy an evil organization or mobster clan that basically tries to end you. Basically, this is a game with a storyline, 3 levels. This is just a concept demo right now. So, I'll be able to play it quite easily since there's a good readme explaining how to do the levels. Anyways,
Volume 70. Continue last game. Start new game.
we are gonna start a new game. Hear the background music for a moment. That music is awesome. In the meantime, if you guys haven't subscribed to Rory or me yet, you can subscribe if you like my contents. Or if you wanna see me live stream, comment down below. But I doubt anyone will comment that I should live stream because I have a problem with live streaming right now. So I hope it can be fixed as soon as possible. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play some Scarlet Shells. I'm going to play the first level if I can complete it.
Hello and welcome to Scarlet Shells. When in story text like this one, you may press enter to continue. Volume 87.
Hear the ambience. That ambience is great.
If you missed what was said, you may press either R or the space bar to repeat the message.
Okay.
If you missed what was said, you may press either R or the space bar to repeat the message.
That sounds cool.
The introductory story text can be an overload for some. Others still might not care for story in
Yes,
general.
there are free spell-ups east of Recall on Aardwolf, by the way. Someone is auctioning an opal earring imbued with a living flame.
Okay. Oh yeah. Wolfy is playing Aardwolf because he is, he's a Wolfy and he should play his wolf game. He is a wolf, so...
I didn't think of it that way, but okay.
He is a master Wolfy. So he should play art games like Art Wolf, which ends with a wolf. So he's a wolfy, and he should play his game like a wolf.
What
Anyways,
is this?
let's continue playing Scarlet Shell.
In either case, I highly recommend you pay attention at least during the tutorial stage. There are some important things you might miss if you don't. With that out of the way, I will now allow you to proceed into the game. Oh, one more thing. You can press Shift plus Enter to skip entire chapters within the story.
Entire
Good luck and have fun.
Okay, that sounds cool enough.
Sometime during the early morning hours, the sun had just begun to rise. The room was dimly illuminated through the curtains, casting the occasional shadow. The clock had just barely registered 5:30. Dahlia was still sleeping, tucked safely and comfortably under a blanket.
5:30, that's very early. Now,
The phone on her nightstand rang, causing her to wake with quite a jolt. She blinked around in slight confusion for a second, then, realizing what it was, glanced at the phone. Hello, she answered groggily. Dahlia blinked her eyes as they clearly struggled to remain open in her current state. No, it's fine, she managed. We need you to come down to our office as soon as you can. There's a matter we need to discuss with you.
there's a matter. Is it like antimatter? Sorry.
Dahlia frowned, though her curious mind wanted more details. Classified until arrival, the man replied sternly, causing her to screw up her eyes in annoyance.
Classified?
Please drive safely.
Isn't it like the
Alright, let's kill
FBI?
some more of my cannibals.
Dahlia thought about what had just been said and rubbed her eyes slightly. For the love of, it's barely 5:30. She stretched and struggled to wake up. She then neatly curled herself and jumped, preparing to land on all fours, then sprang to her feet, a surefire way to get things moving.
Okay.
This had better be good, she managed, washing her hands and gently splashing water on her face. Through the window of the bathroom, she could see traffic moving, no doubt heading to work this early. The morning otherwise was calm, except for a slightly annoyed Dahlia. She managed to make herself at least semi-presentable to the world before the clock hit 6:15. A quick change of clothing later, she was headed out to her car, hoping she could even stay awake for the hour and 45-minute drive. It took 2 hours, 25 minutes, several heavy traffic jams, and 2 shots of coffee to get her to the guard gates and eventually...
Had to.
Ah, here is a pet Draco. Let's kill it.
Oh yes. There she arrived at some random place. I don't know what the heck is she in, but yeah, there's the place. Okay.
Dahlia
Did she just
Dahlia parked her
down?
car under the 3-car garage guarded by security and found her way into those familiar doors. As she ascended the steps, she could faintly hear him wondering where she was. Sorry I'm late, I said, closing the door behind me. There you are. If you would, head over to meeting room 8. I'll meet...
Okay. Sorry, I skipped that one.
A few minutes that felt more like hours of waiting later, Montoro arrived, tall steaming mug of coffee in hand. He took a seat behind the desk and set down his briefcase.
Montoro, that sounds like a name that any standard gaming person would make.
I applaud you for stepping up to the plate so early, he began, opening his briefcase. Okay, here's what we got going on. You agreed to put an end to these abductions we've been witnessing. As such, I believe now is a good time to go over some details with you before you set foot on this property.
Oh yeah. I might try Orange Wolf in the next video.
He withdrew a few photographs out from his briefcase, closing it as I began looking them over. My gaze rose when I recognized Gabriella in his lineup. The night she went missing is something that stuck with me for the last 12 months. God, I still miss her so much.
12 months. How can she, like, remember it for a year?
To see her here was not what I was prepared for. I felt so angry with myself for allowing this to happen. There could have been so many ways to avoid this. Perhaps I could have asked her to stay at my place.
Stay.
Or perhaps we could have gone somewhere like we usually did Thursday nights. We always looked forward to those days when we could be good friends and not business partners. Levi met my gaze as I looked up some time later. He sighed and took another sip of his coffee as I looked at the next batch of photographs. I almost couldn't believe my eyes when I discovered the youngest one here was barely even
Killer
9.
Levi? Oh, sorry.
He was the only one abducted with any kind of apparent motive. Who the hell holds a 9-year-old as ransom? I pondered half to myself, trying not to lose it as I looked through the photos of everyone involved.
Only a stupid idiot would do that.
Levi reached into his briefcase and handed me one photo he had evidently kept away from me until now. This guy right here, David Patel.
David Patel.
He gave me a few seconds to look his last known mugshot over before continuing. And thanks to modern satellite imagery, we've got his complex pretty well mapped out. He produced a map and started to talk me through the various facilities. This right here, he said, pointing at a somewhat pixelated building, that's where he keeps his captured. But of course, he keeps it well guarded. Right about here, he indicated to a narrow road on which were towers on either side of it, is where the complex actually begins. We're not having you go through there. Instead, we're having you enter through the west end, where he was indicating looked like nothing more than a field. We have never once seen guards or any kind of defense there in the 6 months we've been keeping watch. His trucks do occasionally pass through there, though nothing else. We believe it's the safest way in.
Okay.
Now that you know where the prison complex is, the plan should be pretty simple. You go in there undetected if possible, reach the prison complex, since it's more than likely sealed to outsiders, grab as many of the victims as possible and bring them back. You make it sound so goddamn easy, I laughed, knowing well this would more than likely not go to plan. These things hardly ever
I
do.
have to kill 2 things in here.
You've not let us down yet, Dahlia. With that said, we have authorized Alexis, plus 2 additional crew members you will meet in the coming days, to join this mission. They are not to be spotted under any circumstance. They will remain at camp while you bring the victims out. It is of the highest priority to remain undetected.
Undetected?
Levi handed me a sealed packet with her name on it as he stood up. If you'll excuse me, I gotta go and discuss this whole thing one last time with my team before you start your mission. We both walked out and parted ways, me towards the elevator and him towards a section of the building I've never been allowed in.
We're gonna skip the whole car ride?
Press the spacebar to attack and the left right arrows to move. Holding control plus either arrow causes Dahlia to run. Hold G plus any of the 4 arrows to discover what tiles are around you, and D brings up an object viewer.
That's basically the camera.
Pressing up arrow causes Dahlia to jump. Let's go. In a running jump, press spacebar to kick.
This game has a pretty different mechanic than other games. Basically, if you jump, you move 2 steps or even 3 in the direction you're facing. So basically, you don't just jump and stay there like an idiot.
During gameplay, you may press the tab key to bring up the pause menu.
Okay.
Pause menu.
Wait.
Object viewer.
Basically, what we do now is we fight those guys with melee. Well, melee is basically close combat, I think? Yeah, close combat. With a few differences. You can do combos, you can jump and kick stuff around. So let me show you how the combos work. So basically they're people running at me. I'm gonna jump over the pole. Well, that one.
Tip.
Oh, there's a tip.
Dahlia can build up a rage meter by timing her punches at regular intervals.
Rage meter, well, rage meter is a combo that basically, if you punch someone or something 6 or 7 times in a row, it basically explodes and kills stuff.
It takes approximately 6 or 7 punches for the meter to reach full potential. When it does, Dahlia will become partially invincible for a short period of time.
Oh yeah, that's the coolest feature about this thing. While it's partially invincible, you can like run over mines and all that crap.
It is possible to continuously add to this timeout by repeatedly building up her meter. As well as this, Dahlia will also gain small amounts towards her attack and defense stat automatically. The act of building up the meter would sound like the following.
Yeah.
After this point, Dahlia will remain partially invincible for a short amount of time.
That sounds awesome.
When her invincibility timer reaches 0, you will hear this sound, at which point... Once again, I will repeat it.
So let's skip this. We're getting pummeled here. So basically you press the space bar to attack someone. Yeah, it explodes and everyone dies. That's basically how this works. Only one person? That's not fair.
Attack power and 5 defense.
That's how you kill stuff.
Dahlia has 6 attack power and 6 defense.
So basically, if you build up the rage meter more, your stats increases.
93%.
Like, dude, I'll show you how to jump here. You do running jump, press spacebar while jumping. You hit stuff. But it doesn't give you stats, so use it wisely.
91%, no status. Dahlia has 7 attack power and 7 defense. That's
how you do it. And this chapter is over. Level 1.
By the time I was done dealing with reps from some teenage gang I had never heard of before, the man was already being transported to the hospital. As it turns out, they had mugged the wrong person. A shame what happens when you're at the wrong place at the wrong time. Although he would survive, it was likely he would never be the same after this.
That's a typo. Yaur is a typo.
After speaking to them about this for a few minutes, I said my goodbyes to his wife and grandson and made my way home.
Okay. She's now at home, I guess.
Blue Star Park seemed oddly quiet this time of day. Sure, maybe some of the neighborhood kids weren't early risers, though it was well past sunrise.
That's pretty standard, seriously.
It had been a while since I'd had a picnic, let alone here. As I ate, I began to reflect on all that had happened in the last 6 months. Most of those who meant most to me were gone. My mind rested on Joni for a while. Too young, strong-willed, and smart for probably her own good.
Okay.
Later on that night, sitting at my back porch. This is really it. There's really a chance I may never come back.
There's music.
There's a chance I may come up short and get several innocent victims killed. I reached down and picked up my bag, retrieving one of the pictures. There she was, as I remembered. Rereading the papers and examining the picture sent me back to the good times we had. I held out hope for her well-being, though the reality was slim. I carefully tucked her photo back into my bag and turned to stare at nothing in particular.
Nothing.
That man needed to be stopped.
He needed to be. Yes.
What would possess somebody to commit the offenses he had committed over the years? My mind wandered across all the previous offenders of years past. All these people had great lives and great opportunities, but then something happened. Something in their lives that leads them down the road no level-headed person would ever want to be anywhere near. While I'd seen some things, this guy was by far the worst. As much as I tried, I simply could not piece together any possible reason for all these abductions he had either committed or was a part of. My thoughts jumbling up on themselves and getting me nowhere. I had one last strong drink, then went to bed.
Okay.
Early the next morning,
Okay, what you going to do now? Oh, the same car? Oh gosh. What are you gonna do now? Did she arrive at the complex or what? Probably.
there you are. Montoro and 2 other people were standing nearby. We'll be in meeting room 5. It's 2:09 p.m.
209. Here.
Montoro was the last to arrive, the rest of us having made ourselves as comfortable as could be expected.
Montoro.
He took a long sip from his steaming mug, evidently not sure where how to begin. Lex as always seemed impatient and eager to see what happened next. By now, you all may already know why we're here. I'd like to review with you the plans for this entire mission as it stands now. It's taken a lot of planning from several agencies. He finished, pulling out a sheet of paper. You will be boarding a small passenger plane in 45 minutes. There you will travel the majority of the distance there. You will land here, he pointed on his map, and from there you will cover more of the journey by car up to a large portion of the forest where the entrance to his complex lies. This right here, he said, pointing at his map once again. Dahlia, once you bring everybody out of there, he continued, pointing at the complex. The buggy is large enough to accommodate your team, and assuming you ditch your gear for the return trip, everybody else in there. Folks, I'm going to be honest, this whole thing from start to finish is definitely going to be rough. Do not for any reason or moment of time ever let your guard down. There's lots of places and lots of ways to fuck up here, and the last thing we need is him killing off those innocent people.
I agree. There's lots of ways to F-star up. So basically what you do, jump off the complex, or get punched to death by the soldiers. Or even get sniped, maybe.
He took another long sip of his steaming coffee and cleared his throat. Dahlia, as person leading you, get one of these, he said, reaching into his briefcase. This is a custom manufactured 1911 just for you. We chose this for you since these have been tested rigorously in a lot of different conditions. It'll get you through some hell, so make sure you only really use it when you absolutely have to.
Manufactured, oh gosh.
I accepted the offered pistol and holster with much gratitude. This was actually the first mission I've been sent in with a sidearm. Austin, you get one of these. You should not have to use this, so if you do, this monster will certainly get it done. Austin needed no explanation whatsoever. He had fired many an R-10 during his 7-year service. This particular configuration was set up for long range, from the scope to the ammunition to even the barrel. And this one's for you, Marina. This by far was the most industrial of all 3 weapons, and I recognized it instantly. They were very loud, though if you could forgive it, it packed quite a punch when fired. Marina accepted her Uzi and holster as Levi closed his briefcase.
Oh, Uzi.
In the event you run into trouble, you have clearance to eliminate any and all threats. That being said, make good use of your small ammo supply. You don't have enough for spray and pray tactics. If there's nothing else you need clarifying, I'll see you in 30 minutes. After we had packed everything into the storage compartment, we stood a few yards away from the aircraft. Levi was standing there, not quite sure what to say. I'm confident in every single one of you, he stated. I know together this team will take this guy down.
No, take this
Now go, there are dozens waiting on you.
Oh no, this team will take this guy down.
Now go, there are dozens waiting on you.
Yeah, I agree. Yay, what a plane. that sounds good enough.
Finally. Some 2 days of driving later, we had finally arrived. Standing before us was an interesting-looking contraption. It looked like your everyday golf cart for sure, though it looked more like a Jeep. Alex Spectrum, HP. The entire machine was done up in a very dull shade of green, almost uninspiring actually. The seating was bare, not even any padding whatsoever. Alex Spectrum, love it. You've seen the Evo Star, but this is 2 generations later. Austin interrupted my thoughts. To be fair, the Evo Star was a better-looking machine than this, but there was probably something about this I didn't know. The machine roared to life and I suddenly found myself holding on for dear life the whole way to camp. DJ, smartphone logged onto the server. Amazingly, we all managed to arrive in one piece. Evidently, traffic restrictions have no weight when you're several miles out in the middle of nowhere. DJ, smartphone. The buggy solar panels extended and our tent fully set up. We began to formulate a plan while eating cold cuts. This whole no being spotted rule meant no fires. The idea here is I'll go in there and get the hostages out of there. Bonus points if I can bring down our main guy. If you guys encounter any unexpected visitors that pose any kind of a threat, you guys can deal with it. This camp's far back enough you shouldn't be spotted as long as you keep to yourselves and don't make yourselves stand out. Once I come back, we'll want to get moving pretty quick, since we'll probably end up chased the whole way out. I need you guys to install the extra 2 seats sometime before then. They all nodded in agreement, though I noticed Alex's actions a bit reluctant. I don't know how long I'll be there, though there's more than enough supplies to last here for at least 2 weeks. Not that it should take that long, but we'll all make this work, okay? They all nodded and we finished up our meal. As the sun began to set, I helped plan out strategic areas of importance, some for if they needed a place to snipe, others if they needed clever hiding places, and 3 escape routes. With the help of Austin, we managed to get a very detailed little map of our campsite that the team could use. Knowing the landscape around you is always key. We returned back to our tent as the sun set the rest of the way, leaving us in near darkness. 4:30 had come and gone way earlier than expected. At this hour, the only one awake was Austin, who was gazing up at the sky. I joined him for half a minute or so, long enough for the rest to begin waking up. I gotta be honest, I was way more nervous than I ever recall being. The one thing that was killing me was I wasn't sure what I would be walking into. The team and I shared concerns over breakfast as the sun began to rise. There were more than I had anticipated, some reasonable, others outrageous. After our meal, we began to review the plan one last time as I prepared to hike the remaining 4 miles. I couldn't believe the insanity of it all, yet I was the one who would be executing most of it. As we exited the tent for our farewells, Alex looked about 2 seconds from breaking down. I grasped her hard for support. I'm feeling confident I'll get this done. This isn't the end, Alex. That was by far the most insincere statement I had ever said, but I really had to sell this to her, even though we knew deep down how we really felt. You realize you always swing your hips a little when you're nervous, right? Marina does the same thing. Austin had overheard Alex while checking on the buggy. No, I do not, came the knowing reply. If Marina was anything like me, this could be an interesting week for them. Checking my bag one last time to make sure everything was set and matched the inventory list, I turned to face my next target.
This game has an interesting
I managed to keep up
story.
appearances for the first 200 feet or so. Then as camp began to fade away, I had to stop for a second. As Dahlia began her journey, Marina had quietly snuck away and managed to find a hiding spot where she could see her. Standing here well past the entrance, I couldn't believe just how massive this place was. Thoughts of Levi's briefing came to mind as I gazed in amazement. His complex is so big it may as well be its own city. Oh shit. I was so distracted, I didn't even see the guard as he began to walk towards me.
Haha, Mr.
This entire place was wide open, there was nowhere good for me to hide. Excuse me, little missy, you've got 3 seconds to leave. He grasped my arm hard and began forcing me backward as more guards came to help him.
Oh yeah, that's it.
He let go, struggling to stay upright.
Haha, take that, stupid guard.
All of a sudden, at least a dozen guards came with us at a run, surrounding me and helping the first guard recompose himself. Well, so much for remaining undetected. I had already foolishly challenged one of the guards with violence, as such negotiating was pretty much out. At this point, there was little reason to go quietly.
Yeah, kill all of them. Now watch this kick-ass murder. That's how you do it. Oh, there's so much. That's how she fights with the freaking pistol and the machine gun. Completed.
After dealing with the initial guards, I found myself in the field. Scoping around, I could see a few buildings off in the distance, as well as the now vacant snipe towers. The journey there would be a hellish one from the looks of it. I could see armed soldiers headed towards me. Putting my scope away, I realized there was an explosive device a few paces from where I stood. Clearly the person responsible for planting it didn't care if it was visible or not. I mean, it was definitely noticeable. I readied myself as the enemy neared.
Okay, this level. This level involves eating up some sort. And there's a mine, which is in front of us. Step in it, feel it.
Dahlia has 8 attack power and 9 defense. Dahlia has 9 attack power and 9 defense.
I like the music in this thing. More and more soldiers.
Dahlia has 9 attack power and 9 defense.
That's how you do it. That's how you kill people, you know? How are these?
Dahlia has 10 attack power and 10 defense.
10 attack power and 10 defense. That's good.
Object. Soldier with minus 28, 0, 13. Soldier with 100% health remaining at 27.
Corpse pile. I don't know why soldiers go into the mines without jump.
Dahlia has 12 attack power. 88%, no status effects. Melee.
That's the gun demonstration. Basically, select the one. Select the gun. Number 2. Basically. These reload.
Dahlia has 14 attack power and 14 defense. 84%.
This is awesome.
82%, no status. Dahlia has 15 attack, 82%, no status. Minus 28. 22, 0.
Keep doing this because you know. jump over the mine.
No, 81% no status. Dahlia has 17 attacks.
That's how you crush your skull. I mean, oops.
7 bullets remaining with 20 melee. Dahlia has 18 attack power and 18.
Okay. The initial group of soldiers are not ready. So if there's a climbable object, there you go. Press the up arrow.
Looks like there's been somebody camping up here. Several clips of ammunition laid here unattended.
Okay.
$151, 0.
Now we walk into the tree. The tree.
189, 0. There seems to be a suspension bridge up ahead. I wonder what it's used for. Springfield armor 7 bullets
Okay,
remaining.
we have to fend these guys off.
213, 0. 79%, no, 225, Dahlia has 18.
These guys contain guns.
78%. $260, 0. 3 bullets. 8 bullets remaining with 25. 274, 270. 281.
There'll be more guys.
285. 288. 4 bullets remaining. 74, 74. 66. 66.
That was amazing. I don't know how they managed to achieve
61%. Dahlia has 18 attack power. Melee.
Yeah, that's how you corrupt
298,
soldiers.
0. 2, 0.
Now we're the next
100% no stat. This looks to be a large industrial shipping I can see more of.
This is basically a crate where soldiers come out of it. Oh, there you go.
99%. Dahlia has 20 attack power.
That's how you do it.
Ninety-seven percent. 94%.
Yeah, this is amazing, guys.
%.
They're blowing their...
Talia has 25 attacks. Looks like piles and piles of scrap metal. There's
some metal there.
looks like piles and there you go. Up here is a machine gun and some magazines for a 2-win.
So basically, if you get a new weapon, the old weapon is dropped. That's... So these
9 mm, 0 bullets remaining with... Talia has 26 90%. No status effect. Melee Rudo Wrangler. 7 bullets. 2 bullets remaining. 7 bullets remaining with 4 cartridges in reserve. Melee. Talia has 26 attacks. Talia has 27 attacks. Talia has 27 attacks.
Yeah, basically, the Ruger Wrangler is fire is
Talia has 30 attack power and 30 defense.
That's how you do it.
Ruger Wrangler. Melee. Ruger Wrangler. 7 bullets. Talia has 32 attacks.
Awesome.
Talia has 33 attacks.
The human corpse Tyler.
331, 0. Ruger Wrangler, 7 bullets. Melee.
I like the sound of that pistol. soldiers spawn here.
Trooper 0 bullets. 382. 393. 413. 0. 435. 0. 450. 0. 464. 0.
There's a sprite.
477. Oh great. It looks like there's 2 military box trucks ahead. I don't. 485.
Here's the next level.
As I approached the vehicles, a tall man stepped from out of the driver's compartment. Across his back was slung a military backpack, the tip of a barrel poking through it. I looked around. 3 guards stood near the exit from which I had come, 1 exit down. 4 other soldiers hopped down from the back of the same truck, all of them also carrying backpacks with a variety of weaponry. You must really want to die. One of them laughed. The driver shushed him, then turned to face me. You've got 2 options. Option 1, we'll take you into custody. Of course, that means being made into an example of why you don't set foot here.
Yeah.
Option 2, he fought against his pride for a while, barely able to contain laughter. Option 2 is you can try and fight us.
He is an arrogant fool.
I could see soldiers inserting magazines and reloading belts as he continued laughing, gesturing at all the soldiers in both trucks. Sometimes my units amaze even me, he half whispered, still laughing. There was honestly no use in trying to hide at this point. Surround gentlemen, I began, in the bravest tone I could manage and drawing my sidearm. Let the games begin. Melee. XA. Melee. Remaining with 2 cartridges in reserve. %, no status effects. Talia has 34.
Wow. These guys.
56%. Four bullets. 49. $64 bullets remaining with 1 cart.
Oh,
46. 46 for.
They sent a group of them.
30 bullets remaining. 27. 44%.
Ow.
20 bullets. Talia has 34 attack power and 33 of it.
Luckily though.
0 bullets remaining.
Shoot. Main 9mm Uzi. 0 bullets remaining. 40 bullets remaining. Talia at 3%. Go. Yeah.
Enter when ready. 6.
That's definitely pretty hard, as you can see.
Main Uber rank. AA 12. 11 bullets remaining with 3 cartridges. Sold. 0 bullets remaining with 3. bullets remaining with 2 cartridges. 11 bullets. 79%. No. 1 bullet remaining with 2. 79 for 15 bullets. 77%. Bullets remaining with 0. 12 bullets. 48%. 47% vote. 40%.
Okay.
100. Sold Dolly AA soldier with sold AA 12 with 56. 0. 12 tiles away. 100. 107. 7%. 5%. 62. 5%. 5%.
I hate this level so much.
35. 25 bullets remaining with 1 car. 5%. 2 bullets. 3%. 0.
Yep.
Enter when ready. 5.
This is definitely very... Can you
What?
stop that? Please.
Can I stop what?
No, I was playing the game.
52 bullets.
Oh yeah. Shooting them to pieces. That's
33.
Hey. Traitor.
15 bullets remain. 11 bullets remain. 7 bullets remain.
Enough yet? Enough yet?
138 bullets remaining with 1 cartridge.
So, are you playing scarlet shells?
Yes.
97. 100.
I'm definitely doing
67 bullets remaining.
enough yet?
63 bullets remaining with 1 car. 45.
That's what you get. That's what you get. That's what you get.
0 bullets.
The gun won't
78%. Assault Dolly soldier AA 12 at 81. 4. 44 soldier 109 object soldier Dolly sold 108 bullets remaining with 0. 20%. No status.
Big gun. 70 pounds.
61. 29 volts. Volts. Pop. 0 volts. 42. Nailed AA12. 20 volts. 5 volts. 40%. 30%. 14 volts. 18%. 20 volts remaining with 1 part. 0 volts remaining.
Different things are low.
18%. 4 volts remaining. 4%. 0. 4%. No stat.
Yep, that's right. I'm doomed.
Enter when ready. 4.
But dude, seriously, how do you
Pause.
how do you expect me to win when placing like 300 enemies in this freaking stage and giving me like 30 I had like 33 attack powers. But anyways,
Close and pause.
I'm gonna
Quit stage.
play this
Are you
later
sure you want to know? Yes. Main menu. Start new. Exit.
because I'm too tired
Lions Quarters Team Top 5 Classic.
to play any more Scarlet Shells now. But basically, this thing needs a lot of improvements.
Level 1. Master 50-50.
First of all, the enemy count is pretty high, especially it causes lag. As you can see in the mine area, you know, the mined area with the soldiers, it causes lag. And that's not good. So, I hope the developers could make the enemy a bit lower, or make them come 1 at a time, or 5 at a time, or 6 at a time. So basically, that's me playing Scarlet Shells, and I guess this was a great video. I'm going to upload it right now. Make sure you subscribe to me, you subscribe to Worry, you subscribe to... I'll give his link down in the description. If you like his content, please subscribe to him because it shows him a lot of support. Anyways, if you like my content, please like on this video because that makes me make... Oh wait, let me check this. Okay, I'm back, sorry. That makes me want to make great videos, and I haven't been able to make videos lately because I was preparing to go somewhere. I was in January, so also I had a lot of school. That's the thing. So anyways, guys,
D. Download. Ops 24.0.1. Ops 64.
do part 2 of this.
Stop recording. Checkbox checked.
And if I manage to beat the level, I'm gonna do a part 2. But anyways, this video is ending now, so I hope I can see you later. So, as you always know, I will always be playing games as usual, no problem, and I will even upload one of my musics if I get like 5 or 6 likes in this video. Anyways, bye.